Okay, well, good morning, everyone, and good evening to those of you out in the other parts of the world. Tim Taylor here, co-CEO and co-founder of The Great Discovery, along with the other co-founder and co-CEO of The Great Discovery, Sandra Harry. A little bit of just a touch base. This is the Homeschool and really Kids Education Summit, and it's also a networking event. This session is going to be going on for the next 6 hours. We've got emails have gone out for most people with agendas and schedules. I'm also going to be dropping it into the chat throughout the day so you can kind of track in and go in with what you want. We have some absolutely fabulous speakers that are going to be coming through. And our focus is really about empowering homeschool parents and really empowering the entire community, not just here in the United States, but globally. I believe personally that homeschooling is one of the most important things that are happening in today's world. As I was talking with Janine just the other day, she really aptly put that, the entire education system ever since the early 1900s has pretty much remained the same. But in the last 10 years, technology has evolved tremendously.
Mhm.
People are able to access knowledge virtually anywhere in the world directly to them, yet the education system hasn't evolved. It's remained stagnant. Centralized content. The general consensus is that people are raised up and indoctrinated in essence from that period of time to become employees, consumers, and taxpayers. And there's nothing really wrong with that, except that many people are setting aside their parental responsibilities and kind of passing their kids off to someone that they really don't even know for often content that's unrelated. It may not be efficient for their children. But I think we're preaching to the choir here. Most people here, if you're looking at homeschooling or you're already a veteran that's in this, we've got some great information for you. And Sandra, why don't you give us a little bit of background? Sandra is our co-CEO and co-founder of The Great Discovery, and tell us a little bit about The Great Discovery and what it's all about and everything that you're doing.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Tim, and welcome everyone. It is just a pleasure to be here. And homeschooling, like Tim said, education is just our passion. So the Great Discovery goes back some years. There is a long story that goes behind it, but I will kind of put it in a nutshell. The Great Discovery is the fourth generation of Six Sigma, a business management system whose statistics and math and all kinds of stuff to save corporations billions of dollars since the mid 1980s. But what my late husband was Dr. Michael Harry, he was the co-creator. What he wanted to do is he wanted to find what made Six Sigma so powerful behind the math and statistics. And he uncovered the underlying cognitive roadmap that made it so successful, the way of thinking. And so that's what the Great Discovery really is. It is the Six Sigma way of thinking, and there is a course for it, and it's absolutely wonderful. So when he passed, which has been some years ago, he asked me to carry that legacy on. So we've done that. We launched the Great Discovery course, and we soon realized that people needed knowledge to continue on their proven path with their Great Discovery course. And so we realized that we needed to bring that knowledge onto the platform. So then the e-learning platform grew from the Great Discovery course. So it's been an amazing journey. But at the end of the day, empowering humanity with knowledge is what we need to do, all knowledge. And then not only adults. So my late husband, Michael Harry, Dr. Michael Harry, focused the Great Discovery on adults. So in later years, Dr. Kathy Lawson, also one of our partners, and I, who were continuing to develop the program, decided, hey, I wonder if we could teach it to teens. And we did, and we were successful, and it was wonderful, right? It was amazing, the results we got. Then we said, you know what? Can we teach it to the little ones? So we decided to write a children's series book. Those are sitting behind me, and there's six. They're called Bentley's Dream, and this is for our K through third grade. And then we're looking at doing a comic book series for that middle age, the 9 to 13-year-olds or so. So it's amazing. The Great Discovery is so flexible that we could teach it to 5 years up all the way to 100 plus. But homeschooling, amazing. We have just really, really, really wanted to be able to support that industry and all of our homeschooling parents. So that's why we're here today. And that's kind of the short story. There's a much longer story. Sometime when we have more time, I can go into more details of how it all evolved. But with that, Tim, I'll hand it back over to you.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Sandra. So let's jump in a little bit into the agenda and schedule, what we've got lined up for you today. First, a couple of guidelines as we go through this. You know, if you're free, we're going to be, as we're going into different breakout sessions, you'll be able to meet with other parents, as you know, from all over the globe, also some experts and educators from everywhere. And you're free to share any content or information, exchange information. You can, one of the things that we encourage you to do is save the chat from time to time. We'll actually show you how to do that if you haven't done it before. And have a great time. We do ask, though, as speakers are there, we usually mute everyone's mic. You have the ability to unmute it. Please don't. And just kind of, because sometimes you unmute it and we all have kids, right? So those darn kids are amazing and loud sometimes too. So we'll kind of keep them up and going. But let's jump in a little bit into our schedule for today, and we'll give you we'll lay this out for you. So our schedule is going to be starting off, first of all, with we're going to be going through a preview of the topics and takeaways that we're going to be going through. Right now, we're in our opening session. This session is all the times that are shown on here are Eastern Standard Time. On your login, there's also a time zone converter. You can check in and see where it's at. So what we're covering here is really setting the table for the day. At 10:15, in just a few minutes, you're going to be hearing from Kendra Taylor, who is an absolutely dynamic young supermom, homeschooling 3 kids of her own. And she has been very effective in online influencing, building massive networks on different social medias and really supporting and empowering the people and her followers that are in there. So Kendra is going to be going through a session on what you really need to know to get started as a homeschooler, whether you're brand new or kind of want to refine. There's different rules in different countries. In some countries, homeschooling may not even be legal. So you want to check your jurisdiction. But all of the tools you can certainly empower and with your kids in your time. If you can't do homeschooling there, we'll give you some resources and how you can search whether it's legal in your jurisdiction as well. Going on after that, we're going to be jumping into Miss Corey McKeon. Corey's going to be talking about social skills without the schoolyard building, you know, confidence and community. If you ever worried about, as a homeschooler, are you isolated? Are you in a bubble? No, there's a lot of communities that you can engage with and tools and resources that you're able to access to keep your kids, you know, working with other like-minded kids that are in that blessed enough to have a good homeschool environment as well. So Corey's going to walk you through that as well. Then following that at 11:45, we've got Janine Deems is going to be coming on Rethinking High School. And she's going to be able to share some ideas and actual real examples of kids that are been homeschooled that have kind of evolved through that process. And by the time they were at their high school graduation age, they had already had a college degrees. And she's going to share some information on that. Corey's got an absolutely fabulous session you're going to want to tune into. Then right after that, we're going to be going into a breakout session. So in our breakout sessions, you're going to be able to use our live language translator. Those of you that speak different languages, we're going to show you how you can listen to other people in different languages and communicate back and forth with them right over here over Zoom, not chatting, but actually speaking to them. But it's all about you being able to make new connections, new friends, and share with others in different places out around the world. We've got 3 of those throughout the day. So you're going to love these breakout rooms. We break out into rooms of 8 to 10 people. In each one of them, depending on how many people that we have in here, we could have a lot of groups or a few. And again, our flow of traffic today is going to be kind of spread out. I think we'll have a great turnout at some point during the day, probably a little bit after 12 o'clock Eastern. And it's going to be ramping up throughout the day here as well. But bless you guys for being the early birds. 12:45, we're going to go into smart tools for smart kids. Things that you can do to really empower your kids. You know, what, like it or hate it, Technology is here to stay. The days of simply reading books and going to the library and checking it out with a library card and going through home studies, and they've changed, they've evolved. Now there's a lot of things now that if your children aren't using them, whether you like them or hate them, they're going to be left behind to a certain extent in the new era that we're moving into. So what Kendra is going to be talking about, along with James Penny and Ed Garza, are some really fantastic tools that are family friendly, kids safe, that are really empowering for your kids, and you're absolutely going to love them. Just set aside the presuppositions. This is set for children, and so you're going to absolutely really enjoy that. Going on at 1:30, we're going to be talking into, again, with Kendra and myself, talking about teaching by day and earning at the same time. You know, a lot of us get into a mindset that, hey, you've got to go out and get a job, and if you're staying at home and taking care of your kids and homeschooling and raising them up, you know, to live a great life, that you've got to sacrifice that. That's not really the case. What we're going to show you is some innovative ideas, some going from conventional to really unique, that you can do wherever you are in the world. It doesn't matter what country. That can really help you to be able to generate that extra revenue that you need. Sometimes it can be a lot of revenue, it can be a little, but we're going to give you some ideas, and we'll go from there. Then coming up at 2 o'clock, we've got another breakout room. And then at 2:15, 6 simple steps to homeschool sanity. This is Dr. Melanie Wilson. So whether you're new to homeschooling or a seasoned veteran, you can have homeschool sanity. The overwhelm, the insecurity, the confusion that we feel as homeschoolers doesn't need to continue. In this session, psychologist and 25-year-old homeschool veteran Dr. Melanie Wilson will share simple steps that will give you clarity, purpose, and peace of mind in your homeschooling. Following right behind that, we've got superstar Dennis Denoya, Mr. D Math himself, right here in the room. Beyond the Books, Homeschooling Success Stories. Dennis Denoy is also a partner with us in the Great Discovery, and he's just an amazing resource. He's well known throughout the homeschooling community, and he's got a fantastic session, 15 minutes long. And then at the end of the day, we also have a bonus session that's coming up, 2 of them. One is going to be on the Great Discovery TGD Kids program, the Bentley's Dream Series. This is fantastic. And then we're going to be wrapping up the day with Dr. Monica Hinton and Elizabeth Ellison on really superheroes and psychology. What's the tie-in before them? Many of our kids have different phobias and they can hold them back. And Dr. Hinton and Monica have an absolutely amazing way to be able to share that. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to go and jump back over to you, Sandra, real quick, and I'm going to play our little intro video. Now let's rock and roll. You guys ready?
All right. Well, what I want to show really quick is those of you out there who need to use the live event translator. All right. So basically, what you can do, you must be on Chrome when you enter into our join page, and this is events, live events, or you can click on the link that came out in all the emails. It'll take you right to this page. And then there are instructions in this video on how to load the the Chrome tool, the translator, to your toolbar. All right, it's very simple. This is a non-verbal instruction, so anyone can use it. But I'm going to walk through it real quick. You just click here, and if you're already logged in, this same information is right on the Zoom page. Also, you can also load this when you're in the Zoom. It works just fine. I'm going to add to Chrome, add the extension. And there it goes. It's going to come up here. All right. And it kind of disappeared on me. You're thinking, what happened? Well, this is our extension controller, the little puzzle piece looking guy. If I pin this to my bar up there, then I can see it all the time. So to use it, I'm going to click. I'm going to put in, for any of those who are non-TGD, if you're on TGD and you're in the AI Genius Club, you use your email to log in. If you are not in the Genius Club, or you are not in the Great Discovery yet, you don't have an account, you can use info@thegreatdiscovery.com. And I am going to go ahead and throw that in chat right now. So if you do need that and you don't have an account, this is an account you can use for free. You're going to click login, And why am I not coming in? Hold on. Oh, yes, I'm in. Oh, logged out. Here we go. There we go. So I'm going to select if I want to go from English, or actually French. I want to hear someone in French and I want to hear them in English. And then I'm going to go to English. And then when that person starts to speak, I'm going to start my live language translator. And I've got the wrong browser open, guys, so I'm not going to be able to use, but it will work. It will come and say start translation, and that will start the translation. We got to go over here. Now it's going to work. There we go. So I was on the wrong browser. So I'll start translation when the person starts, and it will go ahead. I need to put English. Sorry. Been a long morning. Here we go. There we go. English. Here we go. Come on. There we go. When I start translation, it's going to go ahead when the person is speaking, and it will put that translation through an AI voice, and you'll be able to see that. So I'll stop that. And with Tim, I'll pass it back to you.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Sandra. And what that's really powerful is a great discovery is a global education marketplace. We have content and information that's spreading all around the world. We're beginning to get students and learners everywhere in virtually every country. We reach into 200 different countries and territories and 120 different languages, both with live events and also educational and curriculum content that's audio and video translated all the way through into local language and local dialect. I think you're going to really enjoy that. So we'll be talking a little bit more about that as well. So I want to do a quick as our intro session. We're going to jump into our first speaker. Here's our quick intro video on what this event's all about today.
Ready for something absolutely world-changing for you and your family? Join us for TGD's free online homeschooling summit and networking event this Saturday, August 9th. This totally free online summit is hosted by some of the top experts in the industry to support and encourage the growing worldwide community of homeschool parents. And you don't even have to get out of your pajamas to join in with us. Want a better homeschooling outcome for you and your kids? Or maybe you're just Googling, how the heck can we do this with our family situation? You're not alone, and you're not crazy. You are an amazing homeschool parent, or about to become one. This event is going to be super empowering and informative for you, and a lot of fun too. Join our panel of top-tier experts and many other amazing homeschool parents from all around the world for this powerful event. You're going to have a learn-a-ton, laugh-out-loud kind of day with this interactive event made just for you. The event starts off with Kendra Taylor, the founder of the Homeschooling Mamas Collective, showing you the real scoop on how to plan and start your homeschooling adventure without a lot of needless mistakes or losing your cool. You'll hear from Corey McCune, the owner and director of Trinity Homeschool Academy, a thriving home education program built on biblical principles, academic excellence, and community connection. Educational strategist Janine Deems shows you how your kids can graduate from high school with a college degree. Christian psychologist Dr. Melanie Wilson will help empower you with 6 simple steps to homeschool sanity that will give you clarity, purpose, and peace of mind in your unique homeschooling journey. Veteran educator and homeschool dad Dennis DeNoia will show you what homeschooling success really looks like, at home or abroad, with real-life stories, lessons, and possibilities from decades of experience. Author and educational consultant Colleen Kessler will share her child-focused approach to raising lifelong learners by focusing on your children's strengths and passions rather than their limitations. You'll also meet your hosts, co-CEO of the Great Discovery Global Education Marketplace, Tim Taylor, as well as co-CEO and children's book author Sandra Harry. Plus, educational technology developers James Penny and Ed Garza will share some hands-on kids-safe, fun, and family-friendly AI project building tools that your kids and you will love. We will even cover some unique and proven ideas for making money for homeschool parents. And yes, you can be a great teacher and make money at the same time. And one of the best parts, this event isn't just listening to others talk. You'll be able to share your own experiences, hear from and build relationships with other homeschool parents, just like you in our live networking sessions. Space is limited in this event, so make sure you register quickly to get these powerful insights, new friends, and valuable free resources and giveaways. So please join us Saturday, August 9th. Engage with other real families, get free resources, make community connections, and, most importantly, future-ready your kids for a more successful life. Don't homeschool alone. Register now and bring your friends. This isn't just a summit. It's a movement of caring, responsible parents that want their kids to have the best opportunities that life has to offer. We can't wait to see you there.